Joining us now is Trey Calloway. Hello, and how are you?
I'm doing well, Donna. How about yourself?
Good. I like that you're wearing a ball cap today. Always we think of country, we think of, cowboy hats, Stetson and, Tony Lama boots, right? And a Stetson hat. But tell us about your hat. Tell us about your significance and what you're supporting today.
So this hat is from the local, which is in Nashville, Tennessee, where I live, and it is one of the best clubs in town. I get to play there every Friday night. I get the honor of playing there every Friday night with my band. And Jeff Reed, the owner, is one of the best guys around. And so I like to rep him anytime I can. The local is one of the best spots in town.
It absolutely is. My daughter lives in East Nashville. So I knew exactly where that hat was from. I was like, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All good. All good. You have this new song. Well, I don't know if it's fairly new, right? About missing country, right? And I just listened to it.
Yes,
I don't know if you heard me listening to it, and I was like dancing a little bit, which is really excellent. Tell us why you wrote that.
So I wrote Miss Country Music, or I Miss Country Music, with my good buddy Dalton Elliott. And we were sitting at my house one day, just kind of talking, trying to write a song. We'd never written together before. And he said, sometimes I just feel like Nashville and the music scene today doesn't get me. I just miss country music. And a light bulb went off, and I was like, man, that's the song we've got to write. So about an hour and a half later, we had this one. It's a tip of the hat to all our heroes. And, we love everybody's music. Everybody's art is their own style, but the fiddle and the steel and the twang is where our hearts are. So that's what we tried to write about.
It's interesting, too, because I'm quite a bit older than you. I'm probably old enough to be your mama. But there's nothing wrong with that.
You don't look it, Donna. You don't look it, Donna.
But when I was in high school, I think that's where it was, we used to have these songs. We used to sing them. I used to sing Charlie Daniels songs, Devil Went Down to Georgia on the school bus when I was a cheerleader or whatever. And then I was able to have Charlie on my show not too long ago. And what a wonderful, gentle, cool soul he was. But when you think about that, there used to be a song, too, that went, Waylon and Willie and the boys, this successful life we're living's got us feuding like the Hatfields and McCoys. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Listen to you singing.
Okay.
Listen to you singing.
Between Hank Williams, train songs, something like that, right?
That's Lukenbach. That's Lukenbach, Texas.
That's it. Let's go to Lukenbach, Texas. Waylon. Yes. Right. Yeah. Just paying homage and respect, right? And so when I first heard your song, it just gave me this sweet reminiscence of, kind of just doing the same thing, but in your own way. Just being like mindful and respectful and, just celebrating what it is, right? So
yes, ma'am. Thank you.
It made me happy. Just made me happy. And so, yes. I grew up listening to Alabama, just, even there's so many great country stars, legends, and there's something about it. And even bluegrass, it all kind of crosses over and everything. So I'm excited for you. I'm excited for your journey. Plus, didn't you win in Texas like 2023, like a songwriters contest or something? Songwriter.
It was last year, actually.
Last year, okay.
Yeah, it was Songwriter of the Year for a song that I wrote about my dad called "One Tough Job," and man, I was so blown away. It was the first year I'd ever been in it, and I was nominated. And just to be nominated was like a huge thing for me because I was like, I'm going to go down to Texas for the first time, and they're going to be like, what's this North Carolina boy doing in Texas? He ain't supposed to be here, but no, I've gotten none of that from any of the Texas artists or any of the industry in Texas. They've all been very welcoming. And we won Songwriter of the Year for One Tough Job. And, this year we're nominated for two country gospel songs, one that I wrote called Horses in Heaven, and another one that's getting ready to be my next single coming out August 23rd called Backroad Believer. And both kind of have a gospel tinge because gospel's a big part of my upbringing. So, we're trying to spread the word, the good word, and also keep it rocking and keep it country.
You were like 10 years old, I read. You were like really young, right? Right?
I'm young. I'm old enough to know better and still too young to care. That's
oh no. I said no. What I said was is that when you started, you were like 10 years old.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
Really...
I was about 6 years old.
Oh,
I
okay.
started. My dad was a Pentecostal evangelist when I was growing up, and so I would travel around where he would preach all of his revivals and sing in front of the congregations, and that kind of got me into music from an early age. And legs shaking. I mean, I remember my leg would just shake like crazy. My left leg in particular would just shake like crazy. And I don't get much of the leg shakes anymore. Maybe if
Uh,
I one day, get to make my Opry debut, I might have the leg
well,
shakes or something.
yeah. Well, the leg shake kind of worked for Elvis. So Trey, I don't know,
It
maybe
did.
once in a while,
It did.
maybe once in a while, little leg
It was
shaking might not be too
intentional.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
um,
Right.
you're such a dear. You're very, really, really so sweet, and wish you
Thank you.
all the joy and continued success on your musical journey. And
Thank you, Donna.
you've got a special talent, and it's so great that you can share it. And when I do come down to visit Elise, I'll definitely come over to the local. So tell them all that I said hello.
Please do.
Or
Make
not
sure
hello,
you shoot us
that
an
I said
email.
hey. That I said hey.
Okay.
Tell
Yeah.
them I said hey.
We'll get
I
you up
will.
on stage and you can sing Lukenbach with me.
Oh my goodness. Really? All right. You know what?
Heck yeah.
Hey, you invite me? You never know. You never know. I grew
I
up
have a
singing.
feeling you're going to crush it.
Yeah, I grew up singing in a patriotic singing group, and we used to sing songs from the
Yeah.
30s to the 70s, and we did a patriotic finale. And I love a good song, I really do. So, but I know that your
I
new
can hear it in
song,
your
"I Miss
voice.
Country," you can, yeah.
I can hear it in your voice that you're a good singer. I can't wait to hear you rocking and rolling with a band.
You're making me blush. Thank you, Trey.
Yeah, let's
I'm
go.
getting as red as my shirt right now. It was a delight. It was a delight to see you. Happiness to you. Be well. Bye bye.
Thank you for having me, Donna.
You're
See you
welcome.
later.
Bye bye.